Okay, what up, everyone? Today was very interesting. You know me. I'm the guy who says he's an observer, right? Yeah, right. That is exactly the fucking case. I'm an observer. There's no fucking doubt about it. I pay attention to shit. I don't like people pulling the wool over my eyes or anything like that. So when I'm out and about and I still got pretty damn good vision, I pay attention to every fucking thing. So, that being said, we've all seen a bird fly by in a straight line. Not unusual, right? Not unusual for a bird to fly straight by. But usually, if it's going really fast, it's coming out of a dive or it just was flapping its wings. And so anyway, this bird, I thought, flies by from my left to my right in a perfect straight horizontal line. And when I looked at it and tried to ID it, it looked like it had the coloring and feathers of a hawk. So I'm thinking bird, yeah, okay, bird. But when I looked at it closer, it wasn't. It didn't have a tail like a bird. It was a delta wing shape kind of thing. So I'm thinking UFO, fuck bird. And it was flying like I said, in a straight line. And but then I realized, hey, this isn't that big. This is like the size of a bird. So I'm not thinking UFO. All of a sudden I'm thinking, this has got to be a fake. This is a drone, kind of semi-disguised as a fucking bird, because it's going like 120 miles an hour. It's just zipping across the sky in a perfect straight line. There's no wind. There's a little breeze out, but there's no 100-mile-an-hour wind. Nothing that would provide the inertia for that thing to do that at all. Zippo. So anyway, I fucking ran because there was an obstruction of a parking lot. It kind of, for a split second. So I ran over to the other side and I spooked a lady. I'm not going to kid you. I spooked this lady. She didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I had to get see it from coming from the other side of the obstruction, because eventually this thing's going to either slow down or it's going to turn into a thermal draft to maintain its flight, or it's going to flap its wings or something. But it didn't. I scared the shit out of that homeless lady too. But I don't give a fuck. Because I told her, man, that was not a bird, that was a fucking drone. And she looked at me like a fucking nut job. Oh, hell no. But no, I wasn't a nut job. That fucking thing, I'm pretty sure that was a corporate spy tool used by law enforcement, or it could be from another country, and satellite driven, satellite driven, and the size of a bird. And now most people, kind of like duck season, when the hunters go out, they put those decoy ducks, on the frickin' pond, and the ducks fly in. When they make those noises, the ducks fly in, they don't know the fucking difference. They think those are other ducks, and they fly down there. Well, you know what? Humans can be tricked easily too. But me, not me. I'm slightly off human, okay? That motherfucking thing was not a bird. I was a fucking drone. For a split second, though, I did think it was a fucking fighter jet because of how fucking straight and delta wing it looked. It was kind of humorous in a way, because I could see that it didn't have hawk wings. It had delta fucking shaped wings. So, and I tried to convince myself for a split second that it was just wings were tucked in and you couldn't see the tail. But no. That was delta wing shaped. So anyway, today that was an interesting scene. Okay, now if I had a nice camera that I'm about to buy a really nice camera, and like you people out there who look for anomalous stuff, and I would love to have caught that on camera, but I would have had to been ready, and knowing that shit's coming, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure if it was 100 miles an hour. It might have been going 150 miles an hour. It just seemed like it was going too fast and was going too straight across the sky, and there was nothing that it could have got that inertia from. So, corporate spy tool, probably. Maybe used by law enforcement. Very good possibility. Definitely satellite driven, I think, though, because if it had a handler like on the ground, and I'm right near a hobby shop, so they don't sell that shit in there, I can guarantee you that. But yeah, I think, and when it was going in a straight line, it didn't, like I say, after it passed, it went past the parking structure, I spooked that homeless lady, and I looked at it really close, and it altered that little delta wing a little bit, like it would, like a flap, but it didn't change course. It was going straight as a motherfucker. So in other words, it was purposely trying to go straight, and it only altered its wing because there was a mild breeze or something, and it wanted to maintain a perfect path, perfect straight line. Birds don't do shit like that unless they have a reason, like they're going to go, come out of a dive and kill a pigeon or something. A hawk might do that. Fuck, man. That was a good sight. Eventually, I'm going to try to capture shit on camera. I'm not going to fucking kid around. I'm into shit like that. But, all in all, if you think about it, it's really not so much of a mystery if it is a drone, because it's just, most people are going to be oblivious. They're not going to they won't look up and be freaked out by. And you know what? A real hawk flew by after it, but it was a real hawk. And it had its wings fully out, and it was going, 3/4 slower than the thing that I saw was going. And it had to maintain thermal draft for flight. So that proved to me that thing was not a fucking bird. Later, guys. And if you guys see anything like that disguised with, the fake brown bird, hawk / whatever to fucking disguise it, and you see something like that, please capture it on camera and let me know in the comments below if you've seen shit like that. Brown dwarf. I know it's kind of funny to say brown dwarf because hawks are brown, right? But brown dwarf, he'll know what I'm trying to get at, that, it's probably a spy tool. Anyway, if you capture something like that on camera, man, don't fucking let it fly by. Capture that shit on camera. And when I get my fucking nice camera, I'm going to try to do shit like that. I'm not going to lie, though. That thing was going such a straight line so fast that I wouldn't have been able to get my camera ready and get it in specs in time. That's how fast it was going. So anyway, no sound was coming from it, though. So if it has some kind of, whatever is powering it, has a silencer or kind of engine, because it didn't make any sound. I know you're thinking I'm crazy, but whatever, man. I'm going to bring this shit up when I can, because I'm an observer and I pay attention closely to shit. And, it could have been even flying by just to let me know, hey, man, we know you're an observer. Can you tell this ain't a bird? Yes, I can tell it's not a bird. Quite simply, yes.